They made us laugh, cringe, and maybe even question adulthood. Men Behaving Badly was the ultimate lad culture sitcom of the 90s, filled with beer, bad decisions, and brilliant one-liners. But where are the cast now? From sitcom legends to stage veterans, some soared while others stepped out of the spotlight. Join us as we revisit the unforgettable characters of Gary, Tony, Dorothy, Deborah, and more, and see how time has changed the faces behind Britain's most hilariously immature flatmates. Martin Cloons portrayed Gary Strang in Men Behaving Badly, 1992, when he was 31 years old. Gary is a sarcastic, beer-loving office worker who shares a London flat with his best friend, Tony. He's the embodiment of the 1990s lad culture, irresponsible, emotionally stunted, but oddly likable. Gary avoids adulthood at every turn, often frustrating his intelligent and long-suffering girlfriend, Dorothy. Despite his childishness, he occasionally shows vulnerability and surprising loyalty. Martin Cloons's comedic timing and subtle depth gave Gary unexpected charm, making him one of British sitcoms' most iconic slackers. Beyond the show, Cloons built a stellar career, most notably starring in Doc Martin for over a decade. He has also narrated several documentaries and received an OBE for services to drama, charity, and the community. As of 2025, Martin Cloons is 63 years old and remains a prominent figure in British entertainment, balancing acting with charity work and his love of animals on his farm in Dorset. John Thompson portrayed Ken in Men Behaving Badly in 1996, when he was 27 years old. Though his role was minor compared to the main cast, Ken left a memorable impression as one of Tony's quirky friends, a character marked by awkward humor and brief but entertaining appearances. John Thompson brought his signature comedic instincts to the part, honed through his work on The Fast Show, where he gained national recognition for a wide array of unforgettable characters. While his role in Men Behaving Badly was brief, it was one of many stepping stones in a long, successful career in British comedy and drama. Thompson went on to star in Cold Feet, where his portrayal of Pete Gifford won him critical acclaim for combining humor with emotional vulnerability. He also contributed voice work to various animated series and narrated numerous TV programs. Open about his struggles with alcoholism and mental health, Thompson has since become an advocate for wellness and mental health awareness. As of 2025, John Thompson is 56 years old and continues to perform across television, stage, and radio, widely respected for both his comedic range and emotional depth. Caroline Quentyn portrayed Dorothy Martin in Men Behaving Badly, 1992, when she was 32 years old. Dorothy is a smart, independent nurse who tries, often in vain, to bring maturity into her relationship with the immature Gary. With a biting wit and unshakable confidence, Dorothy holds her own amid the constant chaos and laddish behavior. She often delivers sharp one-liners and doesn't hesitate to put Gary in his place. Quentyn portrayed Dorothy with realism and charisma, grounding the show's humor in emotional truth. Outside of the sitcom, Caroline Quentyn's career flourished in both comedy and drama, including standout roles in Jonathan Creek, Life Begins, and numerous stage productions. She is also a popular TV presenter and voiceover artist, known for her warmth and versatility. In 2020, she competed in Strictly Come Dancing, endearing herself to a new generation. As of 2025, Caroline Quentyn is 65 years old and continues to appear in British television and theater, widely respected for her range and lasting appeal. Neil Morrisy portrayed Tony Smart in Men Behaving Badly beginning in 1993, when he was 30 years old. Tony is the cheeky, carefree flatmate who takes Dermot's place and quickly becomes Gary's drinking buddy and mischief-making partner. With wild schemes, questionable hygiene, and an almost childlike enthusiasm for life, Tony adds chaos and warmth to the show. His constant, often doomed pursuit of Deborah, the glamorous upstairs neighbor, forms one of the series' key comedic threads. Neil Morrisy's natural charm and sharp timing made Tony one of the most beloved sitcom characters of the 1990s. Off-screen, Morrisy was already gaining recognition in British television and later became the voice of Bob the Builder, a role that made him a household name among younger audiences. Despite some well-documented personal and financial struggles in the 2000s, he bounced back with acclaimed roles in Line of Duty, Men Behaving Badly reunions, and other dramas. As of 2025, Neil Morrisy is 63 years old, still active in acting, and is also known for his work in hospitality, owning a successful pub and brewery business. Leslie Ash portrayed Deborah in Men Behaving Badly, 1992, when she was 32 years old. Deborah is the stylish, confident woman living upstairs from Gary and Tony. Initially introduced as Tony's unattainable crush, she eventually evolves into a strong-willed and witty character who doesn't let the guy's nonsense faze her. She plays the straight woman in many chaotic scenes, but also reveals emotional layers, showing resilience and charm. Leslie Ash brought a glamorous edge to Deborah, balancing comedic timing with dramatic flair. Before the series, she had starred in cult classics like Quadrophenia and gained fame in CATSIs. Tragically, in the early 2000s, Ash suffered a severe spinal cord injury due to a hospital-acquired infection, which affected her mobility permanently. Despite this, she returned to acting and became an advocate for patient rights and health system reform. As of 2025, Leslie Ash is 65 years old and remains an inspiring figure in the entertainment industry, admired for both her resilience and career achievements. Harry Enfield portrayed Dermot Povey in the first season of Men Behaving Badly in 1992, when he was 31 years old. Dermot is Gary's original flatmate, a socially awkward, bumbling, and often unlucky in love character whose antics often revolve around failed attempts at impressing women. Though Dermot only appeared in the first 6 episodes, his presence helped define the tone of the series as a sitcom exploring male immaturity and the absurdity of adult relationships. Enfield chose to leave the show early to focus on his burgeoning sketch comedy career. His decision, while risky at the time, paid off massively as he became one of the UK's leading comedic voices through his work on Harry Enfield's television program and Harry Enfield and Chums. He created era-defining characters like Kevin the Teenager and Lode Simone, blending satire with slapstick in a way few could rival. Enfield's collaborations with Paul Whitehouse remained staples of British comedy well into the 2000s. As of 2025, Harry Enfield is 64 years old. Though he appears less frequently in major roles, he is still active in television and continues to influence British comedy through occasional performances, retrospectives, and specials celebrating his impact on the genre. Richard Strange portrayed Neville in Men Behaving Badly in 1992, when he was around 41 years old. Neville is a quirky, offbeat side character who brings a surreal edge to the grounded humor of the show. Strange's performance as Neville leaned into eccentricity, perfectly fitting for a character who operates on the margins of the main storyline, yet leaves a lasting impression. Known for his angular features and distinctive voice, Richard Strange has always embraced roles that challenge convention. Outside of Men Behaving Badly, he built a reputation as a true multidisciplinary artist, actor, musician, writer, and performance artist. He was the frontman of the cult experimental rock band Doctors of Madness and has acted in notable films such as Batman, 1989, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, 2010, and Robin Hood, 2010. He also curated avant-garde art events and contributed to cultural commentary through essays and interviews. As of 2025, Richard Strange is approximately 74 years old and remains active in both artistic and academic circles, celebrated for his unconventional creativity and longevity in the arts. Tamzin Alweight portrayed an unnamed girl in pub in Men Behaving Badly in 1995 when she was 24 years old. Though her role was fleeting, just a brief appearance as an attractive pub-goer catching the attention of Tony and Gary, it marked an early on-screen moment for a future star of British television. Even in this small part, Tamzin Alweight displayed the confidence and charisma that would later define her acting career. Her brief scene embodied the show's trademark humor, lad culture clashing awkwardly with real-world women. After this early role, Alweight rose to national fame as Melanie Owen in EastEnders, where she became a household name during her run from 1998 to 2002, and again during a 2018 to 2019 return. She also starred in acclaimed series such as Redcap, Hotel Babylon, New Tricks, and numerous stage productions in the West End. Known for her versatility, Alweight has played everything from detectives to romantic leads. As of 2025, Tamzin Alweight is 54 years old. She continues to act in television, theater, and film, and is admired not just for her talent, but for her professionalism, longevity, and active role in supporting women in the arts. Elizabeth Carling portrayed Carol in Men Behaving Badly in 1996 when she was 29 years old. Carol is a character who brings a new flavor to the show's universe, confident, witty, and not afraid to call out the immaturity of Gary and Tony. She serves as more than just a love interest or side presence. She matches the male leads in sharp dialogue and comedic timing. Elizabeth Carling delivered the role with intelligence and warmth, making a memorable impact despite limited screen time. Outside of the series, Carling's career has been extensive and multifaceted. She starred in Boone, Goodnight Sweetheart, and Casualty, showcasing a wide range of skills from light-hearted comedy to emotional drama. A trained singer as well, she has appeared in several stage musicals and theater productions across the UK. Her approachable screen presence and natural charm have made her a beloved figure in British entertainment. As of 2025, Elizabeth Carling is 57 years old and remains active in the arts, with ongoing work in radio drama, television, and live theater, continuing to delight audiences with her quiet strength and versatility. Nick Maloney portrayed Mr. Tremblay in Men Behaving Badly in 1992 when he was 39 years old. Mr. Tremblay appears as a peripheral character, reserved, awkward, and slightly out of place amidst the boisterous behavior of Gary and Tony. Maloney played him with understated discomfort, providing a dry counterpoint to the show's otherwise loud humor. Though a minor role, his performance added texture to the early tone of the series. Nick Maloney has had a long and respectable career as a character actor in British television, film, and theater. With appearances in Doctor Who, Agatha Christie's Poirot, Holby City, and The Bill, he is known for portraying mild-mannered or intellectual figures with quiet precision. His stage work has included classical and contemporary productions with both regional and West End theaters. As of 2025, Nick Maloney is 72 years old. Though not a household name, he remains a highly respected presence in the British acting community for his reliability, professionalism, and the subtle craft he brings to every role. Hugo Spear portrayed Tony 2 in Men Behaving Badly in 1997 when he was 29 years old. Appearing in a single episode as an alternate version of Tony during a comic misunderstanding or daydream sequence, Hugo Spear brought charm and presence to the role, adding a tongue-in-cheek twist to the original Tony's chaotic personality. While a brief part, it reflected the show's playfulness and its occasional use of fantasy or alternate reality setups. Spear's performance stood out due to his screen confidence and natural charisma, qualities that would soon define his broader acting career. Just 1 year after this appearance, he would gain international attention for his role as Guy in The Full Monty, 1997, a British hit that became a global phenomenon. Spear went on to appear in Hearts and Bones, The Musketeers, and Britannia, among many others, frequently playing strong, rugged, or morally conflicted characters. He also worked as a director in later years. As of 2025, Hugo Spear is 57 years old. Despite some career controversy in recent years, he continues to work selectively and is recognized for his contributions to British television and cinema across both drama and comedy. Amos portrayed Mandy in Men Behaving Badly in 1992 when she was 28 years old. Mandy appears early in the series as one of Tony's love interests, lively, independent, and clearly out of his league. She represents the kind of woman Tony is often attracted to, but rarely able to maintain a relationship with, leading to a series of comically doomed encounters. Amos brought Mandy to life with a fun blend of confidence, sarcasm, and realism, grounding the character even within the show's exaggerated humor. Her appearance, though short-lived, helped shape the dynamic of Tony's hopeless romantic pursuits. Outside of the series, Amos has enjoyed a varied acting career across television, stage, and film. She is best known for her roles in Goodnight Sweetheart, Casualty, and A Touch of Frost. Her work has also extended into voiceover, commercials, and British theatre, where she has received praise for both comedic and dramatic roles. As of 2025, Amos is 60 years old and remains active in the UK entertainment industry, known for her versatility and consistent performances across decades of British television. Wanda Ventham portrayed Deborah's mother in Men Behaving Badly in 1997, when she was 62 years old. Her character, appearing in a family-oriented episode, adds a generational and gendered contrast to the show's central themes of male immaturity and fear of adulthood. As Deborah's mother, she embodies a kind of elegance and authority that subtly highlights Deborah's strength and independence. Wanda Ventham's performance was poised and commanding, using minimal screen time to convey wisdom, concern, and a bit of dry humor. A veteran actress, Ventham had already enjoyed a long and successful career by this point, appearing in cult classics such as UFO, Doctor Who, and Only Fools and Horses. She often played sophisticated or maternal figures with grace and quiet power. In real life, she is also known as the mother of actor Benedict Cumberbatch. As of 2025, Wanda Ventham is 89 years old. Though retired from active acting, she is fondly remembered by generations of viewers for her contributions to British television and film, and continues to be celebrated as both an actress and matriarch of one of Britain's most famous acting families. Lucy Speed portrayed a chambermaid in Men Behaving Badly in 1998, when she was 22 years old. Though her role was minor, likely appearing in a hotel-based comic misunderstanding or awkward interaction, Lucy Speed brought a lively and expressive presence to the screen. Her youthful charm and quick delivery made her scenes pop, even in limited time. This cameo was one of many early career moments that helped Speed build momentum as a rising star in British television. She gained widespread recognition soon after in her long-running role as Natalie Evans in EastEnders, where she became known for portraying emotionally rich and believable working-class characters. She also starred in The Bill and various dramas, earning praise for her naturalistic performances. Lucy Speed has also worked extensively in theater, as well as audio dramas and voice work, including roles in the Doctor Who Expanded Universe. As of 2025, Lucy Speed is 48 years old and remains a dynamic and active performer across multiple mediums, admired for her emotional authenticity and continued dedication to the craft. Kathy Murphy portrayed a saleswoman in Men Behaving Badly in 1994, when she was 27 years old. Though her role was small, appearing briefly in a scene involving an awkward attempt at shopping or flirting by the main characters, Kathy Murphy brought charm and relatability to her performance. The moment, while comedic, helped ground the sitcom's slapstick style in everyday social awkwardness, a hallmark of the show's success. Outside this cameo, Murphy is best known for her long-standing work in British soap operas and dramas. She appeared in major roles in EastEnders, Family Affairs, The House of Elliot, and The Bill, often portraying strong, emotionally layered working-class women. A classically trained actress with a down-to-earth presence, she has been praised for bringing authenticity to all her roles. Murphy is also noted for portraying multiple characters within EastEnders across different time periods, a rare feat in long-running soaps. As of 2025, Kathy Murphy is 57 years old. She continues to act in theater and television, known for her warmth, versatility, and grounded performances that resonate deeply with UK audiences. Muriel Pavlou portrayed the elderly lady in Men Behaving Badly in 1995 when she was 74 years old. Though her screen time in the sitcom was brief, likely a small comedic moment involving the show's chaotic male leads, her presence added a sense of contrast and classic charm. Pavlou was already a celebrated figure in British cinema and theater, having begun her career as a child actress in the 1930s. Her breakout came in the 1950s with roles in Doctor in the House, 1954, Reach for the Sky, 1956, and Murder, She Said, 1961. Known for her poise, expressive eyes, and refined delivery, she worked alongside British legends such as Dirk Bogarde and John Mills. Though she slowed her career in later years, she occasionally returned to screen and stage for brief but memorable appearances like this one. Muriel Pavlou passed away on January 19, 2019, at the age of 97, due to natural causes. She was remembered as one of the last surviving stars from the golden age of British post-war cinema, admired for her grace, longevity, and quiet excellence in both dramatic and comedic roles. Who is your favorite character from Men Behaving Badly? How do you feel knowing that some cast members are no longer with us? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. We appreciate your support and are glad to have you as part of our community.